Hi guys, welcome back. So in today's video we will be going through the process of creating a Python virtual environment in Windows 11 environment. So let's get to it. Okay, so before we get started, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed, please take a second and hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified the next time I release a similar video. Alright, so like I mentioned in this video, we will be going through the process of creating a virtual environment in Python, and this is in Windows 11 environment. So there are two requirements for this. The first one is that you should have Python installed in your local machine, and you should also have a code editor. Although that's not a requirement really, but in this video I will be using Visual Studio Code to demonstrate how to create a virtual environment for Python. So the reason we need Python installed is because when you create this virtual environment, it will be on top of a Python version that you already have installed in your environment. So you do need Python installed, and again, like I mentioned, I will be using Visual Studio Code because that's one of the most popular code editor out there, and I've been using it for quite a while now. So those are the two necessary things that you might need to follow along in this video. But like I mentioned, you don't really need to have Visual Studio Code. I will be showing you both of the ways in case you just want to run the command to create a virtual environment in your terminal or command line. Alright, so let's get to it. So I'm going to go to my Visual Studio Code and I will walk you through that process. Alright, so right here I have this folder that I've been working on. This is called programming, but for your case you can really use any other workspace environment. So if you have another environment that you work out of, just go to file and then click folder and open the folder that you have. So for me, that one is in my desktop environment, and I created this folder called programming right here. So just click it and open it. So it's going to open this workspace in your Visual Studio Code. So there are two ways that I wanted to demonstrate how to create a Python virtual environment, and the first one is using Visual Studio Code itself. So right here I do have some of these directories. I'm going to delete this right now because that's one of the virtual environments I was using earlier, and now we have a clean slate. Okay, so what I will do now is I'm going to show you the first way of creating a virtual environment in Visual Studio Code. Okay, so the first one is through the tool itself. So this tool comes with a lot of options, and for you to create a Python virtual environment in VS Code, all you have to do is go to View, just click View and click Command Palette. You can also use the shortcut in your keyboard. If you click Control plus Shift plus P, and you can see it's mentioned here. If you click the combination of this, it's going to open the control palette or the command palette. So I'm just going to click this, and right here you have all of these options. This one, it shows me that basically what we are looking for is Python create environment. So this one is recently used for me, but all you have to do if this one is not showing up for you is if you type Python environment, you will see this. So just click this. Once that one shows up, just click create environment. Okay, and right here you have two options. So you see this one says Venv, and this one creates a virtual environment with the name of .venv virtual environment. Okay, so we are going to click that. There is also this option for using conda, but I'm going to use this one, the first one, because this one uses Python. So we'll click that, and as you can see here, this is what I was mentioning earlier, that it requires that you should have Python installed in your local environment. So as you can see here, I have a Python 3.12 installed. So you just have to choose which Python function you want to use as the interpreter. So I'm going to choose this one here, and then what will happen is now it's just automatically going to create the environment for you. So as you can see here, this folder now is being created for your virtual environment. So it will take a few seconds to create and update everything, and when it's done, you should be able to go ahead and activate your environment. So we will just watch this one create it, and you can see here this one is done. So I'm going to close this one here, and if you go now to this directory that was created, you can see that it has a number of subdirectories in it, and the one that we're looking for to activate this environment is this one for scripts. So if you see in scripts, you will find that we have activate.bat or activate.psi. So both of these options can work depending on which option you're using here. So like here we are using command prompt or CMD. So for that you can use activate.bat, or and then for PowerShell it is PSI. But in my experience, I think either one of these should be able to work, whether you're using command prompt CMD, that is, or a PowerShell. So let's go ahead and do that. So what you want to do is just navigate to this scripts folder. So here I have CMD, and I think I'll show you how to do this in PowerShell. So okay, so what you want to do is just cd. You can cd to scripts. So cd scripts. Sorry, no, you have to basically navigate to the environment. So cd.venv, cd.venv, and then we do scripts, and then from there, if you do dir now, you will see that you have these activation options, and if you click activate here, I think that should work. Let's see. Okay, so that worked, activate, and it just took the first one here. So all of these options, like I mentioned, should be able to work. Okay, so again we click activate, just click activate, and it's going to activate your virtual environment. And the way you know that this is activated is you will see now that you have this virtual environment at the beginning of your command prompt, meaning that you are inside this virtual environment. So that if there's any package that you install, it's going to live inside this virtual environment and not be installed globally in your environment or your local machine. Okay, so that is one way of doing that, and I'm going to exit out of this and then open another command prompt again. The other way is if you just click dot and then venv, and then venv, and then forward slash, or this backslash, and then go to scripts and then activate, like that. This should also work. There we go. So you can see that this is also working. So if you just don't want to cd and just want to put in one liner, this is how you do it. And inside now you have activated your virtual environment. Alright, so this is in command prompt or a CMD. Now let's open another window here for PowerShell. Okay, so if you can see, this is PowerShell and this is CMD. Now the difference is PowerShell mimics closely a terminal. If you've worked with Linux, you can do things like ls in PowerShell and a few other things. It doesn't really completely take off a terminal or a Unix terminal, that is, if you're using Unix or Linux or Mac OS, but at least you can do ls. If you go to CMD, you cannot do ls. Okay, the other option is dir for that, to list down objects in your directory. So I'm going to again go back to PowerShell, and as you can see here in PowerShell we have we have not activated our virtual environment. So to do that in PowerShell, it's still the same process. Just either use cd to it, or just click Venv like that, and then script and activate. So, and then just enter. Okay, so like I said again, all of these activation options, any can work. So you can see activate here will activate your virtual environment, and I'm going to show you the other option. If you, again, let's open PowerShell, and now let's go and navigate to that directory, and this time let's do activate.ps like that. I think it's ps1. all right. Okay, so you can see that that is also activating your virtual environment. Again, that is how you can activate your virtual environment, and now you're inside your virtual environment, and again you can install all the packages that you need inside this environment. Okay, so that was the first option, to create a virtual environment using Visual Studio Code itself. Now the other option that I want to show you is through the command for that. So I'm going to again delete this environment here. I'm going to delete this virtual environment, and as you can see, you can delete it anytime. That's the beauty of a virtual environment. You can delete it without affecting anything. So you can anytime bring it up and just shut it down. So it is pretty lightweight, and it's pretty neat. So okay, so let's go ahead and let's create a new terminal here, and this is PowerShell. So the command for creating a virtual environment when you're not using the console is this. Okay, so the command is Python and then -m and Venv. So this means you want to create virtual environment and then the name of the virtual environment. Now you don't have always to do .venv. You can even say demo venv, okay, or anything else as that indicates. You can choose any name really, so the name is optional, it doesn't have to be fixed. Okay, but this is the command, Python m venv demo venv. In Mac you might have to do Python 3 if you're using the latest version of Python, but the rest of this should be the same. Okay, so just click enter, and it is going to create your virtual environment. So you can see this directory here just popped up right here, and it is going to take a few seconds. Okay, it's done, and then you can see the same thing that we saw earlier. All right, so the same structure is there, and to activate, just go ahead and to activate, sorry, you have to navigate to that directory. So for that it is demo venv and then scripts and activate like that. Okay, so you are now inside your virtual environment. All right, so those are the two processes really for creating a virtual environment in Windows, and this is with the help of Visual Studio Code. Now remember, the command that we used, you don't really have to be in Visual Studio Code. You can even go back to CMD command prompt like this. So let's actually, I'm going to just show you that. I'm going to delete this again. Okay, so I'm going to remove that, and if you go to your command prompt, just make sure that you have Python installed, Python version. Okay, so we have Python 12 installed, and now what you have to do is navigate to your directory where you want the virtual environment to be created, because the reason you want to put it in your directory where you'll be programming or doing your codes in is because it will be easier for you to navigate to that. So I think mine is in desktop dir. Where is my desktop? Okay, I think I have to go to OneDrive first. Okay, so cd OneDrive and then go to desktop. and then programming. Okay. Alright, so if you do the area, you don't see anything here, and now you can execute that command. So remember, this is just the command prompt. I'm not inside Visual Studio Code now. So you can do here Python m and Venv, and I will do here cmd Venv, right, like this. Okay, and then just click enter, and this is going to create your and you can see here this is Visual Studio Code. Because we have that folder open, it just detected that we have a virtual environment created, and this is right up. Okay, so now you can even activate it from here, or because anyway we are inside of VS Code, it might just make sense to just activate it from there so that you can install directly your packages. Okay, so now I'm going to open new terminal and let's activate this. So just do cmd scripts activate. There we go. All right, so we have now our virtual environment created, and I have demonstrated, or I've showed you a few ways of doing that. So hopefully up to this point it is clear, and again, please subscribe to the channel if you like this video so far, and do share with your friends. Okay, so let's go ahead now and do a demo of how you can install packages inside your CMD. So I'm going to go to Python here, and I will create a test file here, test.py, like that. Okay, all right, let's do that. So test.py, and what I'm going to do here is I will import pandas. So import pandas, I want to import pandas as PD. Okay, and if you run this, I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, so if you just click run, you can see now that's saying that pandas is not recognized right here. So that means that because we are inside our virtual environment, this pandas is a package that's not installed. So to resolve that issue, you just need to go back to your terminal here and do pip install pandas, right? So you do that, and it is going to install pandas inside your virtual environment. Okay, so that might take a few seconds to be ready, and what we'll want to do right after that is go ahead and test if pandas now is available once it's run. Okay, okay, so that completed successfully. So now if I clear this and do pip freeze just to see if pandas is installed. Okay, there we go. So you can see pandas 222, the version here, has been installed. And again, pip freeze just tells you the packages that you currently have installed in your virtual environment. So now if we go back here and run this code, we should be able to see it working. So just click run here. It says pandas is not installed again. Let's see if we can fix that. So maybe I need to actually hold on. Let's go back to our terminal and make sure that we are inside the right one. So let's close that window. We don't have to close it. I think we can just navigate to that Python like that, and then if we run Python test.py, that should be able to work. Okay, there we go, right there. I think if you run it directly from up here, it probably, I don't know why it's not able to recognize it. Let's see if run code. I don't think this one here knows. I think it's going to run it globally. I think that's the reason why it runs it globally, so it doesn't know which interpreter to use. So I don't know if there's an option here to use dedicated run file in dedicated terminal. No. Yeah, so I think that is probably the reason why it's not able to find the package. Okay. So let's check another. Let's import numpy. No, I do have numpy. Let's see pip freeze. Hold on. So cd cmt cmt scripts activate. Okay, so we have this activated. And let's see freeze. Okay, so we have this numpy installed. Let's see if we can use another package. What's another package that we can use? We can see, let's go here and say Python data packages. There's packages. I don't know. I just want to bring a package. We have numpy. Okay, pandas, matplotlib. Okay, let's use matplotlib. Import matplotlib. Matplotlib. Okay, I don't know. As tp. I don't know, like that. All right. So now, if we save this, I'm just going to save this one here. And if we go down here, let's see if we can run this test here now. Test.py. Okay. What? Oh yeah, sorry. We have to go to that directory and then run again. Python test.py. Okay, so you can see here matplotlib is not running now, and so that means that we don't have matplotlib in our virtual environment. So let's go ahead and install it. Pip install matplotlib. Okay, so this is going to install matplotlib in our virtual environment, and then the next time now we run this Python code, we should be able to see it showing up. Okay, so matplotlib is installed now, and again you can check if it is available right here. Okay, so matplotlib is installed in our virtual environment. So let's run that code again. If you go up and just run test Python, we should not see an error. There we go. Okay, so that is how you use your virtual environment to install packages. And here I just showed you these two ways. Again, if you run up from this option, it looks like, because not able to recognize your virtual environment, then it's going to throw an error. But just run your Python here through the command line, because that is where you have your environment created. Alright guys, so I hope you have found this video useful. That is really what I had for you today, because I have been getting questions on how to create a virtual environment in Windows, in Visual Studio Code, and also this is also one of the things that it took me some time to figure out, but it's really very useful to have your virtual environment created. And the reason for this, again, like I showed you, is you can delete this environment anytime and recreate it back. So it is very powerful and useful when you're working with Python, so that you don't have to install all of these libraries globally. Now, the one of the advantage of using virtual environment is, say, like for example, we had these packages installed, right? So like for example, pandas here, the version for pandas that we have installed is 222. So if you install this globally in your environment, in your local environment, uh, the next time that this version changes and you want to use that version, you will have to delete it. You'll have to delete this version, the older one, and replace it with the newer one, so that you can point to it directly. Or you'll have to do a lot of things to point to the latest one. But now with virtual environment, you don't have to worry about that. Just create your virtual environment and download the version of the package that you want, and just work with it. So it's really very useful and powerful. Okay guys, so again, that is what I wanted to show you today. If you have again liked this video, please do subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and give thumbs up to this video. Alright, I will see you again next time. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, bye bye.